Praise be Jesus and Mary. We enter the second week of Advent, and today's Gospel, read within the context of Advent, gives us the occasion to briefly reflect on the age-old question, Cur Deus homo? Why did God become man? It's a question on which many great minds, doctors of the Church, and even the simple saints have pondered on. Cur Deus homo? Catechism of the Catholic Church lists several motives, among which is this one. The Word became flesh for us in order to save us by reconciling us with God. One of the motives, not an exclusive motive, but one of the motives. We cannot do it on our own, and this is why the responsorial psalm says, our God will come to save us. And he does this primarily through the cross, but also, as we see in today's gospel, he does it through two gestures which are characteristic of his mission, namely healing and forgiving. And it's important to understand for what end he does these things. We know, and it's clear, that Jesus' many healings show definitely his great compassion in the face of human distress. And that his mission from the very beginning is meant to free people from these evils. But more importantly, in Jesus' eyes, healings are also a sign of spiritual salvation, namely liberation from sin, the root of all evil. And by performing acts of healing, he invites people to faith and conversion. Once there is faith, healing is an encouragement to go further. It leads to salvation. So Christ strikes at the root of the problem to lead us to the end for which we were made for. In the words of Saint Catherine of Siena, everything comes from love. All is ordained for the salvation of man. God does nothing without this in mind. God does nothing without this in mind. Healing, forgiving, taking flesh in the womb of the Virgin Mary, God does nothing without this goal in mind. And this is our hope in the season of Advent. This hope well-founded on our faith. The faith which is the light that guides our lives. That light, in the words of Dante, which is a spark, which then becomes a burning flame, and like a heavenly star within me glimmers. Let us ask Our Lady for this grace, that this heavenly star glimmer ever more brightly within us. Praise be Jesus and Mary.